cow. Peekaboo. Who is it? E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a chicken. E-I-E-I-O. With a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there. Peekaboo. More. Peekaboo. 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 Hi everyone. We are releasing a new interactive game, Peekabarn, drawn and created by GoGo Speech. Our peekaboo activities have been so much fun with our little ones, so this is going to be a great resource to add to the collection. So this game is going to be perfect for the early intervention and preschool age kids on your caseload, as well as the autistic population. We are going to be playing a lot of peekaboo with a lot of different farm animals, which should help bring a ton of engagement and language to your sessions. As I'm sure you all know, peekaboo is an amazing game for early language development. Playing peekaboo teaches many of those pre-verbal skills that are so important for building language. So you'll be working on joint attention, imitation, gestures, facial expressions, lots of turn taking, social play, and you'll be facilitating so many really great interactions and getting some really awesome engagement. I've mentioned before that I always use people games and social games with kids that need to strengthen their engagement and attention abilities. So this should be a really great resource to keep that play going virtually in teletherapy, or as a fun supplemental resource when you're playing peekaboo in person with them. While you're going to have lots of opportunities to play peekaboo with this resource, you will also see that it's set up in a way that is perfect for going through the first portion and singing to the song Old MacDonald Had a Farm. So this is another super fun way that you can use this resource with your kids. The structure of the activity is very similar to our Peekabug and Peekazoo games, and it's going to be very simple, which is going to allow you to really focus on those early language skills while you play. So I'm going to quickly go through this. In the first portion of the activity, the animals are going to be the ones hiding and popping out to say peekaboo. So we're going to be revealing each of the animals to start. There are 9 types of animals in this activity. Many of them are from our recent story, Moo Moo Mix-Up, and there's also some others that have been featured in some other previous activities, so they may be familiar characters to your kids. Now, just like our other activities, we really encourage you to adjust your presentation of the activity to make sure that you're focusing on the appropriate speech and language skills for the particular child in your sessions. In addition to engagement and attention, you may also be working on other speech and language goals like articulation or identifying attributes or formulating sentences, which can definitely be worked in throughout the activity as you play. You can also work on guessing what the animal could be based on what you see through the barn doors. So as I mentioned, everything that you do with the child is going to be tailored specifically for them based on their goals. So maybe I'm working on gestures and I'm teaching open. We will say open to open the doors and reveal the animal. Open. A cow. Peekaboo. Or maybe you'll say, it's hiding. Who is it? Behind the door? Let's see. Look, a chicken. Peekaboo. I see you. I see a chicken. So you could describe all of the animals once they're revealed. You might say, push the door. Peekaboo, a horse. Or crack it open. Crack it open. A rooster. Pull it. Keep pulling. A pig. Peekaboo. After you open the door, you can also go back to the slide before, so it looks like you are closing it back up to cover the animal back up. So you can do this multiple times with each animal if you want to really work on your targets multiple times with the same animal. Peekaboo, a turkey. Close the door. Peekaboo. Let's see. Peekaboo, a sheep. And we have a duck and a goat. Now that all of the animals have been revealed, you are going to say, now it's your turn to do peekaboo. So now the child will have a chance to hide their eyes or hide their face and do peekaboo. You are also going to be taking turns with this portion of the activity, switching between the child and the clinician and even the parent if the parent is present. So depending on the child, you might start with the child going first, or you might do it yourself and show them what it looks like. It's my turn to do peekaboo. Cover my eyes. Peekaboo. Ah, we scared the cow. You can go back to the slide before to make the cow smile again. The child is going to love watching the animals react whenever you say peekaboo. Ah, they really have a lot of fun seeing the facial expressions that are on the characters, as well as the facial expressions that are on their therapists and on their parents. Peekaboo. Ah, peekaboo. So you're just clicking to the next slide whenever you say peekaboo. Whenever it's the child's turn doing peekaboo, you want to make sure you're reacting with the character on the slide. So when the child says peekaboo, you'll go, ah! And again, you can go back to the slide before to make the animal smile again if you want to keep repeating it with the same animal using the same skills that you're working on. Peekaboo, ah! More, peekaboo, ah! And if you do have the parents present for the session, it's really awesome to get them involved in the game because the kids really seem to love watching their parents do the peekaboo and then watching the clinician and the character react on the screen. Peekaboo, ah! Peekaboo, ah! In this second half of the activity, all of the animals are in a different location, so you can really work on prepositions and describing the scenes. The duck is standing by the river. Peekaboo, ah! Peekaboo, ah! Now the very last part of this activity includes all of the animals. So now we're going to take turns again playing peekaboo. Peekaboo, ah! We scared all the animals. Silly faces. They look surprised. And you can go back and forth between these two slides as many times as you'd like. Peekaboo, ah! Peekaboo, ah! So I did mention that Old MacDonald Had a Farm is the perfect song to sing with this activity, and I'm going to show you how that works here. So I'm using the first portion of the activity when we're opening the barn doors to reveal the animals. I'm also going to change the name of Old MacDonald to Old MacGo-Go to add a special go-go touch to it. Old MacGo-Go had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo moo here and a moo moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo moo. Old MacGo-Go had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And then you move to the next slide to reveal the next one while still singing the song. Old MacGo-Go had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a chicken, E-I-E-I-O. With a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there. Here a cluck, there a cluck, everywhere a cluck cluck. Old MacGo-Go had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And that's the activity. If you're signed up as a GoGo member, you will also get access to a printable PDF that includes all of the animals shown in the activity for some hands-on play. This PDF can be used in person or emailed over to the parents. They can be added to a farm scene as they appear throughout the activity, or maybe you sing along to Old MacDonald Had a Farm and point to the animal that you're going to sing about next. And there are a bunch of other ways that you can use these to continue the play. So I hope you have so much fun with your little ones, and I hope it's a really great resource to help work on those early language skills in many of your sessions. I'll see you all next time. Bye!